Killer Within! Episode 4, Season 3 of The Walking Dead. We're back with REEKS group. We're back! But now we're getting split episodes. How do you feel on that?
I think split episodes are better than just one group getting an entire individual episode.
See, to be honest, so you could argue what happens with the survivors in the prison could have just been a survivor episode.
True, I mean, yeah, again, I think this episode could have just been... considering everything that went down, I don't think we really needed to see Woodbury in this episode, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, but Rick, he's putting this whole prison plan into full motion. He basically wants to get rid of all the bodies. He doesn't want to plant crops on rotten Walker corpses, does he? No, he doesn't. But throughout this intro, we see someone planting deer or cow, whatever you want to call it, guts everywhere and leading a trail for the zombies. And it's how is Andrew doing all this? He's actually left the prison to find the deer and then come back in?
Yeah, and what's the point really? I mean, you can say revenge, but wouldn't he just be like, holy shit, I'm outnumbered here, they've all got guns, I've got nothing. Why don't I just try and make the most of my freedom here and leave?
Yeah, we hear...
In fact, Andrew's going through all this hassle for what? To try and get back into the prison and overtake it when it appears Oscar and Axel ain't really going to back him up anyway. So what's he going to do? Just stay in the prison on him by himself?
We hear that the wall is down on their side, so maybe that's the only way you get in it. I don't know. But even then, if you can get in on their side, couldn't Walkers get in on their side and round where he was leading all this magical stuff from? Not really 100% sure, brother. Meanwhile, Michonne is snooping around Woodbury. She goes to the armoured vehicles that the military were in, the National Guard.
See lots of bullet holes, lots of blood. Governor Caesar's like, yeah, I must have uncovered bandits a couple of weeks back.
But the blood's pretty fresh. I mean,
Michonne
the blood was a day ago. Would it really still be dripping? It was. It would dry in, for fuck's sake.
See Michonne here. If she was seriously trying to keep her cover, I don't think she would turn around and say, do you think the biters have learnt to start shooting? Because that just sounds condescending. That sounds like she knows that it's bullshit and she's onto him.
Yeah, what is Michonne's end game? Why can't she just fucking leave and not investigate if you think they're bad or not? Why does it matter to you if they're bad?
Yeah, but to me...
If you don't trust them, then just go.
No, but if she thinks she's bad and she doesn't trust them, that's one thing, but why is she kind of almost outright saying it, because could that not get her in trouble?
Exactly.
But why is she saying, do you think the biters learn to shoot?
If they've wiped out a military wing...
She didn't ask that, that wasn't a serious question. That was her letting the governor know, I'm no dumb, there's bullet holes here.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, maybe they encountered bandits a couple of weeks ago.
And if they're killing military people, why wouldn't they kill her?
Yeah. I mean, if it was me and you didn't trust him,
realistically, right? Plot purposes aside, the governor would have fucking dropped her.
Yeah, because she's obviously onto, I'm not saying her plan, but she obviously knows that he's not this great guy he's pretending to be.
You know what I mean?
Then she talks about wells and not.
He's willing to let Michonne leave despite all this evidence and stuff, but yet Merle wants to look for. You need more concrete evidence.
Well, I mean, we kind of do see in the next episode that he's not really willing to let her leave, but...
I know, but you know what I mean.
But, yeah...
Word for mouth here, it's are we in the next episode, mate? It's episode 4.
Who knows, maybe you could argue Michonne's trying to get a reaction out of him here. Could be that, but...
Exposes true colours. Point is, Michonne is a boring bastard.
The way I see it, if this governor guy is willing to wipe out military, and stuff like that, then why wouldn't he just wipe her out there and then?
Exactly. Inside the Woodbury walls.
We got big walls. We're safe.
He loves those wee promos. Merle's given a map by Andrea, a big circle around the farmhouse. She says it's the farm's a day's walk.
Merle keeps looking at her chest, and he's like, sugar tits, how come we never hooked up back in the day? And she's like, I believe that's because she called me a whore and a rug muncher. And Merle's like, yeah, damn, I got away with words. So, yeah. He does both are in the same boat. Merle's like, whoa, the group really did leave you.
Fucking did. Carol did.
And I'm just I'm sure they came looking, I just didn't. No, Merle said, I'm sure they came looking for you, and she's like, yeah, but I didn't stick around to find out. They actually didn't.
Rick says we need to stay here, and then as soon as most of them show up, we go. Laurie and Carl, let's fucking go.
Like, you know, I mean, surely they could have initially got to safety, and then like Rick and Daryl or something could have went back from time to time and had a look, like they did with Sophia.
I know.
But
just because, see, it's a fucking joke. Like they make out that there's some fucking group, but it's only because they only look for Sophia because her mother's there.
And then she's a kid and they feel like they have to. Like, see if it was Laurie, right, or Carl, or a member of the Green family. Not Jimmy or Patricia. But see if it was like Maggie or Beth, like, nah, fucking Herschel and that would have been okay with Rick, like, oh, let's just leave them. But see, because it was Andrea, see if it was like a T-Dog or something like that, or a Daryl, they would have just been.
No, I fucking walk through the doors, buddy.
But if it was like a Laurie, Maggie, Beth, fucking Carl, hell no.
Hell no is right. Herschel, though, he's on his feet. He's not really, he needs his wee stabilizers. He's moving. Oh, imagine being this decrepit and needing crutches at this stage of your life in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be hard enough being Herschel's age and just not being very mobile, very fast. You would be kind of a liability to the group and you would be putting yourself in a lot of danger. Take into consideration the guy's now missing the lower part of his leg. I mean, it's a good job they're in the prison, because let's be honest, see if they were on the move, if they were constantly on the move,
this
like,
guy would almost
like
need
the
to
way
be put down.
Andrea and Michonne were supposed to believe that they were like constantly on the move from the end of season 2 till when they met up with the governor for 8 months, pretty much. Could you imagine the Herschel in that situation with one leg?
Would have been humped.
Anyway, they're gonna go out to the yard, and Carl says to Herschel that he'll race him, and Herschel's like, "Give me another day, and I'll accept your challenge." I mean, Herschel should have just fucking got his wee stick here and just battered Carl with it.
Fuck up, you little bastard. In a way, it was a nice wee attempt at humour, like, but come on.
We have Meryl going to the governor with information. He knows where Daryl is. He wants to take a crew out with him. The governor's not really having it. The governor's like, we don't really know. He could be anywhere by now. Can't really, afford to use up the men. Last time Crowley almost got killed. Blah blah blah. Meryl's like, well, hey, I'll just go myself. And governor's still not happy with this. He's like, come on, man, I need you here. The place would fall apart without you. Meryl's like, but it's my brother. Then the governor gives him this dodgy fucking look.
If you get concrete evidence, I'll go with you.
Yeah, so the governor then compromises and goes, if you get concrete evidence of where he is, I promise I'll go with you myself. How the fuck is he supposed to get... What more concrete evidence... No, honestly, where can he get more Where does he get it?
No, he can't. He fucking can't.
Without leaving Woodbury, where the fuck does he get concrete evidence from? Is
Andrea
going to magically come up with some more information that she's been withholding or something? Or?
Exactly.
But Andrea hasn't seen him in 8 months, so I don't see where... The only way to get more information would be to actually go outside and look.
Or lie. But then again, Merle, you're a fucking badass. You just said to him, mate, he's my brother.
But you can kind of, he did kind of say it, but
to be honest, the best way here's probably just to fucking keep it to yourself and maybe make a course of power play, like maybe kill the guy or something, and then like...
I don't know, I kind of lose a wee bit, no, I don't want to lose respect here for Merle, but I think this is very against his character. I think Merle would have been like, fuck you then, I'm leaving.
Yeah, it's almost though, it's like they're trying to put the governor over, like, oh fuck, even Merle's a bit...
No, I think that's what I think they get, feel that Merle's, doesn't want to bite the hand that feeds him, whatever. Merle's a little bit maybe intimidated by the governor, but yeah, for me, didn't really understand it, but it is what it is. Then we move on to
the prison, and shit hits the fan. We get the camera angle pans round from Carl, Herschel, Laurie, and Beth, and walkers are in the yard. To which Maggie, Glenn, Rick, Daryl, they all shite themselves.
Actually, before this, the 2 prisoners wanted to leave.
Well, I forgot to mention those.
Well, actually, they didn't want to leave. They wanted to join in with the group. Said that they couldn't handle living in that cell block anymore with all their dead cellmates. Rick says the deal's non-negotiable. You either go or you stay. T-Dog is kind of wanting them to allow them to join. T-Dog says to the Greens that you let us join. Maggie kind of says that
you're a boy. Bleeding out.
You gave us no choice. D-Dog is like kind of asking Daryl, because they're saying that these people are convicts, and Daryl's like, you know what, I mean, I could have easily been in here with these people just because, you know, some people just get mixed up in the wrong thing, doesn't necessarily mean they're bad. And T-Dog's like, so you're with me then? And Daryl's like, hell no!
I'm kissing Rick's ass. What do you mean? I'm not moving my lips.
Let them take their chances on the outside. Whatever Rick says go, we have to always fucking suck him off and agree with him, you know? I mean, fucking, that's what I mean, like, where's the fucking Shane? Where he just flat out disagrees with Rick, like, I mean?
Yeah, like, Rick brings up a story about how there was this kid when he was a rookie who killed his girlfriend, and then he got released after begging that he didn't do it, and then he killed another person.
So does that mean every prisoner's fucking
He's just painting them all with the same fucking brush.
And then T-Dog's not happy. Rick says to him, whose blood would you rather have in your hands? Those two guys or Glenn and Maggie's? And T-Dog's like, neither. Good answer by T-Dog. I like T-Dog, you know, standing up for himself here, not backing down. Unfortunately, his fight, his resistance didn't last much longer.
Yes, T-Dog, his bed has been made here. You can clearly tell that he was going to die.
Normally, if your back's against the wall and you stand up for somebody and you're like siding against the rest of the group, that normally means you're going to die, aka Dale. I'm sure it happens in other scenarios, like, but Dale's only
like, yeah, like when Jim was like going against the group and digging graves, he kind of just fucking died.
True.
You know, other shit like that. But aye, the walkers attack. Herschel hops along with Beth. They get into one cage. They actually drop a decent amount of them, don't they? And then they head off. We get Laurie, Carl, and Maggie head off into the one. We have a scene where Glenn throws keys to Daryl, who then turns around. Rick stops, throws keys to him.
By the time Daryl throws the keys to Rick, Glenn's already caught to Daryl.
And he's past him, about to catch Rick, who needs to turn around.
This was like a cool action scene that just wasn't needed.
Like, why didn't Glenn throw him the Rick?
Imagine if he overshot it though and it fell like the fucking top.
Imagine he did.
Like blew like a frisbee or something.
No fucking locksmiths. But during all this, Oscar and Axel decide, well, fuck it, we're going to come in with these. But then, T-Dog! Oh no, he's trying to padlock the walkers in.
Yeah, he's trying.
Carl is doing nothing.
Supposed to have his back, supposed to cover him. Next minute his back gets covered in blood when a zombie takes a bite out of his like neck, shoulder area. And I think when you get bit there, it's like you can't really cut around that, can you?
Nah.
Okay.
I wonder what would happen as soon as you get bit there. You just poured like fucking disinfectant. How would it work? You know what I mean?
I know. I mean, I wonder if anyone's ever survived by like cleaning out the wound immediately. I guess we'll find out the longer we watch the show, but I don't know.
It's like when you get bit by like a rattlesnake, you can't suck the venom out. So how's that? I guess not really venom, it's saliva, so it's, I don't know. Don't know. Don't really know. But anyway, T-Dog's done. So him and Carol head into the prison.
Yeah, him and Carol into the prison, in the tombs. They're trying to get out. Carol's like, hey, we're a pact. We made a pact. I'll help you. T-Dog's like, no, the Lord's got me in his plan. He'll look after me. They come across two walkers, two zombies. They're trapped. Carol's no bullets left. T-Dog then charges against the zombies, holds them up against the wall, and he's like, run, get out of here. Carol fucking takes her time, like, and then she's about to leave behind. She looks past, and then she sees T-Dog getting ripped into. One, like, rips into his, like, arm, and the next one, like, tears his throat out, and that's T-Dog pretty much done.
Overshadowed this episode.
Yeah, so T-Dog's dead.
See, to be honest, like, you could have paced this out, but, like, the episode could have ended with Laurie going into labour.
True. I mean, could you honestly say, though, that if T-Dog just died, he was the only person to die? Could you not just say when he felt that big anyway, because he didn't seem like a big character?
Well, absolutely.
Did his death really get overshadowed, or was his death just not that impactful?
I know.
You know what I mean? What's it not? Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, but this, like, to me, when I think of this episode, it's Rick breaking down and it's Laurie dying. It's not, oh, fuck
T-Dog.
T-Dog.
See the reaction of Rick when they. So anyway, later Rick and we're up. Oh no, that's a bit too far into the kind
yeah, basically,
okay.
he brings he brings fucking Oscar along, because Oscar did some work with the generators. The alarms are going off.
Yeah,
so
Andrew's setting the alarms off, trying to attract walkers, zombies to the prison, so they head to like the communications radio tower thingy. Andrew's there, ambushes Rick, they get into a fight. Andrew's like a small kind of skinny guy, and he kind of whips Rick's ass. Rick's had a gun, still got beat. I mean, what the fuck happened here?
Like, at this point, Andrew's probably went a few days without fucking eating.
Yeah. Then Andrew knocks the gun out of Rick's hand, picks up the axe, but Oscar picks up the gun, points it at Rick, and Andrew's like, what are you waiting for? Shoot him. And Rick's kind of like got his hands up, like, hey man, don't do it. I mean, Rick's treated these two pretty shit. No, I totally get the other guy, Tom Ass, tried to kill him, and Andrew's trying to kill him here, but I mean, Oscar and Axel actually never done anything to Rick.
Yeah, and like Rick's like, he's not pleading for his life, but it does come across as a bit pathetic.
Yeah, it does. It's, like, I mean, I don't know how Rick can treat them like that, but then expect to be like, hey, don't do it, and then he just expects Oscar to be like, aye, okay, I won't shoot you.
Yeah,
but then Oscar just turned, and I don't know if I agree with Oscar shooting Andrew either.
I don't, but I feel like, fuck, it's probably the only way he's ever going to get let into the prison and being able to stay. By shooting Andrew, I think he probably thought that.
So you don't think there's a way that
he shoots Rick, but then Daryl's there with the knives?
No, I'm not. I don't know if he should have shot anybody. Should they not just like forced Andrew out, or would he just come back? I guess maybe somebody has to go at that stage.
I think Andrew has to go. Andrew made his bed, Jack.
Well, he did go. He got shot by Oscar.
I'm not buying this. He did it for the good of the prison bullshit.
Then Oscar spins his gun around, hands it to Rick, and meanwhile you've got Darrow in the background creeping up, you know what I mean? Like, and it just seems like he's there to kiss Rick.
See,
oh, I'm ready to jump Oscar in case he attacks
even at that, even at this
and it's
point,
like he's clearly giving them he just fucking shot Andrew. Why would you?
And the fucking gun.
He's not got the gun pointed at Rick. He's fucking handed it over to him with the gun pointed at himself.
He's getting him the handle.
And Darrow's like, I got the knife fucking ready to go. It's like, fuck off, Darrow.
I know.
I think Darrow's ruined by this stage.
Yeah. Like, it completely brings up the most valid points ever about these two prisoners. T-Dog's like, so you got my... No, like, fuck you, buddy.
I mean, it's like Darrow agrees with T-Dog, but because T-Dog's disagreeing with Rick, he disagrees with He agrees with T-Dog's points, but T-Dog's points disagree with Rick, so therefore Darrow has to disagree with his own fucking points. Darrow has to defy logic because the logic doesn't agree with Rick. It's like dumb.
Like Darrow wanted to kill Randall, and then as soon as Rick says call it off, that was it.
Well, that's the thing. See at the end of the why is Darrow not like? Why is that? Because I think even towards the end of season 2, he's like fucking kissing Rick's ass. Why is Darrow not like just turning around the way Shane did? It's like, no, that's a mistake.
I know.
Why couldn't Darrow turn around and say? Why couldn't Darrow turn around and say to Rick, no, you're wrong. He knows if we let him go, it's a danger. Now you could argue maybe Darrow didn't think killing him in the first place was the right idea. Well, if that's the case, why was he willing to murder the kid and go ahead with it just because Rick said so?
I know.
Surely, if Darrow thought that not killing him was the right thing, he should have backed Dale. Yes or no?
Exactly. Maybe it's inconsistencies. I don't know.
I mean, Javier. I know I'm not saying he's a shite bag, but I mean, he should surely have his own fucking set of beliefs. I mean, if he thinks killing Randall was the right thing or the wrong thing, how come he never voices his opinion?
Exactly.
He should have either agreed with Dale, or he should disagree when Rick changes his mind. It's one or the other.
And he did fucking neither. But then anyway, we move on because
just imagine Merrill in the group and he's, "Hi, officer friendly, whatever you want, I'll do it." What?
Merle would have fucking dropped Randall.
or
maybe joined his fucking group, I don't know. But yeah, right, back inside we've got Carl, Laurie and Maggie. Laurie's going into labour. They find this room that Carl does not close the door, but because the alarms are going off.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're trapping yourself in a room, the door doesn't even close.
And she's fucking screaming.
Yeah, that just says, yeah.
And it's not going to plan here. They need to do the whole C-section, but Carol and Herschel are nowhere to be seen because they're fucking gone at this point. So basically Maggie's like, right, well, we're going to have to cut you open, brother. Laurie's like, alright, it's time to say goodbye. I mean, I mean, it should be a touching scene, but seeing you hate both characters, I couldn't give a fuck.
Honestly, seeing this situation, people are going to say, "Oh, your head's away." I think they should have just done nothing and let the baby die. This isn't me being a liberal or anything like this, but I mean, what?
You're killing Laurie with like no guarantee that the baby's gonna fucking live.
And then the baby's going to grow up with no mother. And in this kind of world, I don't think a baby's life's more important than an adult's life.
Abortion. But
Not what I said. Okay.
yeah, I know, but I know it was.
Well, I tell you here, I think if Rick had the choice, who would you rather lose, the baby or Laurie? I mean, by the way, fucking would Rick have reacted like that if Laurie walked out and went, "I've lost the baby"?
You can't get another Laurie, but you can definitely get another baby.
Yeah. Do you think Rick would have had this meltdown and started hearing voices if she just lost the baby?
I know. I don't. Yeah. I guess the whole fear was, that maybe what if it turns inside me. She did say that to Herschel, but yeah. Maggie then delivers the baby. I mean, there's like fucking.
Oh, hold on. No, I'm just thinking realistically though. I mean, if you had a wife like who you're with for like years and years, I mean, what would you rather? Would you rather your wife die, or would you rather just lose it? I'm not saying you obviously don't want any, like, but.
Yeah, but are we looking from a zombie apocalypse standpoint, or like?
No, I'm thinking I'm thinking both.
No, you'd rather the fucking baby die and get another one.
Because in real life, I mean, normally you don't. If the female is in danger of dying due to the pregnancy, it's like unsafe, and they just like abort the baby. Exactly. That's normally what they do.
That's what they fucking should do, but here, Maggie's like, fuck
That's
it.
That's what Rick wanted to do by the looks of the way he reacts. So I mean,
exactly. But yeah, they deliver it. Maggie's like, and then Carl's like, I'll do it. She then like opens the door, but to leave, turns back, boom, good night. Carl walks out, Terminator, Arnie Schwarzenegger.
I'm not buying this, right? Carl's just fucking seen his mother die, and then he shot her, and the guy's having like, nah.
Well, I mean, giving birth's traumatizing, cutting her stomach open's traumatizing, delivering it yourself's traumatizing. She dies, then you shoot. There's 5 fucking things, and then he sees his dad's reaction to it.
Anyway, before we get that, we've got like the Rick group, Rick, Glenn, Daryl, and the 2 prisoners. Probably the toughest the group's been in a while with those 5.
Yeah.
They come across T-Dog's body. They kind of look at it, and it's like, there was not. I'm not saying they weren't sad, like, but there was no. You can't tell me that like, not the way they're trying to make it. Oh, they were all one group, we're all one pack. You can't tell me they're all equal. If you look at Rick's, and I'm not saying you'd expect it to be equal. But if you look at Rick's reaction to finding T-Dog dead, and then his reaction to finding out his wife's dead, and I get it, right? Of course, I'm not saying you expect, but I mean,
could you imagine if it was flipped? It'd just be so fucking out of context. It'd be unbelievable. But
But I mean, no. But this to me, this reaction here goes back to the whole leaving Andrea thing behind. If you replace Andrea with Laurie, is Rick like? Yeah, she's got
Rick's reaction to T-Dog's like when you want to order a pizza cabin, but it's Tuesday night.
Have to get something else, for fuck's sake, or wait till the morning. But like, nah, it's like I don't know.
Like Glenn, Daryl, they didn't even fucking say anything.
No, it's like
Rick could even said something like, "That man had your back, Oscar," and Axel, you know, and something like that. Like they're trying to put him a bit over, right? But no.
I don't know, but maybe they keep them for T-Dog in memory of T-Dog.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, Rick heads outside. He's like, "Have you seen the group?" But then, nope, it is the baby. And then Rick, he's kind of realised, oh fuck, Laurie's no there.
He's trying to go into the prison. Maggie tries to hold him back. Then he decides he's not going to go into the prison. He turns around and looks at Carl. He's like, Carl, and Carl's just standing there. No, and he fucking breaks down crying, and he like throws himself on the ground
and
like
he's rolling a bit like a baby.
Temper tantrum. I mean, fucking next minute, Maggie's gonna fucking pick him up and start breastfeeding him. Like, what the fuck is Rick doing? You know,
like, Carl's just standing there like a fucking spastic.
So cold killer. I mean, Carl, like, no fucking emotion whatsoever.
Said at the time that each one's reaction cancelled the other one out. It just did. It's fucking dead. The guy's 9-year-old.
It should have been the opposite way about it. It should have been him fucking hysterical and Rick trying to like keep things together, I think.
I know it's still his wife, like, but it's not like Rick and Lori were on the fucking greatest of terms. I'm not saying he wanted her to die, but so you're not trying.
I mean, if it was a normal world, they probably had a divorce. I mean,
like, he literally killed Shane himself. I mean, what am I saying? He was like, "Argh!" But I mean, it's like, it's just, I don't know.
fucking Rick was more upset about Shane dying than fucking Carl was about his mother dying.
Carl was like when you fucking. When you want a pizza cabin's a Tuesday night.
What did he use that fucking line?
I know, but that's Carl was more like when you're about to put WrestleMania on, you've got to sit through a 2-hour pre-show to get it on. No, no, Carl was like when Falk Entertainment says you've not been approved for monetization. That's what Carl was like. Rick, and then Rick was what you felt like inside.
And then Rick, that's it. Rick hits the deck, starts crying. Carl just looks on, and that's the episode ends.
Yeah, better than that.
There was some other Woodbury shite where Andrea basically said to Michonne, "Look, I don't want to leave yet. Let's wait a few days." And Andrea falls out to Michonne. Michonne's like, "Screw this, I'm away," and that's it. So. Yeah.
Episode rating time. Last time it was 4.5 out of 10. I'll give this one.
I'll give
it a 7.
I'll get a 6.
Is it not mad though? Like, I'd say if it was season 3, it's probably one of the better episodes. What the fuck was I rating season 3 in the past?
Oh, you said season 3 was like 10 out of 10. I'm waiting to see these big fucking episodes.
Oh well, according to Trev's cat, it's like 12.
12? What do you mean 12?
12 out of 10. Right, he's like this fucking Dave Meltzer system. Anyway, right, so 6.5 out of 10.
Aye.
No good. Right, final words, T-Dog Glory.
Bye bye T-Dog, bye bye Lori. Didn't really care. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I was gutted T-Dog died. I was thinking, what's the black guy going?
Were you more gutted about T-Dog or Lori?
Probably T-Dog like that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that his death was fucking huge.
T-Dog!
Don't know.
Oh well, fuck it. Who's the better character?
Fucking Andrew's death was probably fucking...
Oh, I forgot Andrew died.
Andrew died as well, guys, so there you go, boom.
Well, yeah, Andy. Tell you what, like, such a jobber character as Andrew, and he wiped out 2 of the group.
I know, I mean...
What a guy. But anyway, that's it. 6.5 out of 10. Till episode 5. Don't know what it's called. Don't care. Peace.